Hi, and welcome back to my origami instructional video training for the Origami $1 bill snail. I've been having issues with videos being too long to be on YouTube, so I've been doing it in a series of videos, part 1, part 2. This is going to be part 3, and maybe even a part 4, depending on how fast I can do this. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and continue with the model. On video part 2, we ended up with the model in this position here. On the open face here, we have the first half of the water bomb design, which is going to be the shell for the snail. So we left off with a position here with the model kind of in an upright position here. Excuse me. So now, continuing on, we're going to be taking this point here and the point on this side and just folding them directly to the center here. So the way I do that is just bring this top, lay it flat here, just bring this point right in, right up to the edge there, and fold it and do a nice heavy crease on there. And continuing on, bring this part of the bill back up, fold it over the top, and you're now going to bring this point. I'm going to spin this around, but you're going to bring this point down now to the center. Well, just like that. Boom. Okay. Do a nice crease. So now, essentially, what you have is this design here. Okay. Hopefully, you can see that. I might have to zoom it in a little bit. Now, continuing on with the open edge here, we are going to open the model up and flatten it down into more or less an airplane kind of position. I'll show you what I mean here. A second here. Sorry about that. They're going to make sure you open this thing up all the way. Kind of stick your finger in there and go all the way up to that point there, and you're going to collapse it down. Make sure that these 2 points here are directly dead center with the folded middle line through the center of the dollar, and go ahead and bring that down. Try to keep everything together here, and bring that down. Just flatten it out. It kind of naturally goes down. I took a bone folder and I'm going to make some really firm creases all through this. Constant thing I do here. Okay, and now you should be up to this point here. Excuse me. If everything was folded properly. Now continuing onwards, I'm gonna face the model in this direction. I'm gonna show you really quickly. For our next fold, we're gonna be folding from this corner here, on the bottom of this triangle, a fold that goes all the way to the center here. And we're also going to do the same on this side, folding all the way down to there. So, one way I do this is I kind of tend to bring this corner up first, up to the corner with my finger, and you'll see that it'll kind of naturally want to fold where this crease, if you did a real good crease here. So bring it up to that edge there and just kind of hold that down. The dollar bill is real forgivable. Excuse me, let me spin this around here. So you can kind of manipulate the paper a little bit to get it to go forward. You can kind of roll it or what have you. You want to do a really firm crease on this too. Do a firm crease on that one. I'll spin it back around. You're going to want to bring this back open after you fold it in. You're going to recreate that same crease along this side. So I'm going to spin this around again here. You're going to bring this up to here, that corner there. Fold this all the way down, as you see, to that center crease. Bring it inward like that. And again, you're going to want to put a firm crease on that also, just like so. Okay. Now that that's been completed, I'm gonna have both these flats back open. I'm gonna start up here. I'm gonna bring this one down, fold it, bring this one up, fold it and do a really heavy crease on both those. If you fold it properly, this will come to a point here and kind of forms a triangle, as you can see, kind of a odd shape here. And then we're going from here, we're gonna basically, we're very close to getting done with this model. So for this part of the model, I'm gonna show you a couple more folds, and it's probably gonna go into part 4. So okay, the next 4 folds we're going to do is going to be this edge, the bottom edge, and that edge too. And this edge here, this folded edge, is going to go folded to the center line, and this one also. So let me start by showing you that. Go ahead and bring this over like an airplane fold, so to speak. Bring it over directly on top of that center line. Now the paper gets really thick here, so you're going to want to kind of push that up to the edge, push that part up to the edge. So do a really firm crease on there, just like that. Make sure the important part is to make sure it's centered right here. You're going to do the same, bring this other side up to match it. And it's a lot of paper here, and this is where the thickness really comes into play. So you're going to bring it up here. Make sure this comes to a decent point down here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to do that. Boom. Now what you have is this. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I'm doing that for time's sake for the video length. And now, with those two folded in, we're now going to fold these 2 upper edges to the center, just as we did those. Now, a little trick you might want to do is kind of hold this top of the water balloon base down. Go ahead and bring this edge right up. Boom, right up to the center there, just like that. I moved this out of the way to get a more even fold. Okay, do a really good crease on that one too. Fold it down. There you go. Now you're going to do the same on the other side. Kind of hold this out of the way. Bring that folded edge all the way up to the center line there. Hopefully I'm standing in camera here. I'm sorry if I get out of focus. Okay. So now, here's what we have now. I'm going to take this apart real quick and no. Okay, I want to make sure everything was folded properly. Okay, now we have those folds. Unfold all 4 of those folds, and you'll have it back to this position here. And that's going to be at the end of part 3. And I'm going to have to do a part 4 for lengthwise. So tune in, and I will show up, and hopefully we'll finish it off here on part 4.